Hey guys, J-Man here. Welcome to the Legion live stream every Monday, except for the second Monday of the month. But basically every Monday, we are here talking about the Legion of Superheroes, chronicling all their appearances. Now, some of the appearances we're going through a bit quickly or just ignoring. If they're just in like a panel or if they're just, I don't know, it's like a page and they just show up for like a cameo, then we're not covering it fully. We might just scroll through it, but the major appearances. So today we're doing Adventure Comics 316, 317, 318. The only one I own is 318. But I will own them all. So Sean and I did attend a comic and toy show this weekend or last weekend. So we posted some videos, so make sure you guys check those out. You can see what we got. Most of my stuff was Adventure Comics. I pretty much cleared the show. Sean got an Adventure Comics. He snuck one in, and he didn't. He's laughing backstage, and he didn't say shit. And then I saw it, and I saw his video. I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute. What happened there?" So this is just reminiscent here of what's going to happen on today's stream because we've got. Each story contains one Legionnaire who just has to be weird and has to do things that are just goofy. So I did post a poll. You can vote for who did the goofy thing on the Legion. There's 3 possibilities, and there's 3 of us here. So if we're voting from us, then Sean did the goofy thing on this week's stream. He's laughing. All right, before I bring him in, I just want to show you guys. I'm wearing my Pharaoh Lad shirt today. So this shirt is from beardedshirts.com. They're not an official sponsor, but they have a lot of great Legion stuff. I've ordered some Polar Boy. I've got a Polar Boy pint glass, Superboy pint glass. Got lots of shirts, tons of shirts now. Clobberin Times has been ordering for a while from there, and he got me onto them. So it's beardedshirts.com. If you do decide to order anything from Bearded Shirts, maybe let them know that I brought you there. So they're aware of the channel. They're aware of who I am. They know Clobby because he's ordered before. Just let them know that J-Man was the one who referred you. And hopefully we can get something going with these guys. It'd be great to get some sort of discount and stuff for the chat and everything. But yeah. So Wednesday night, I'm going to be live streaming the wrestling. So it's the Women of Wrestling, the weekly Women of World Wrestling stream. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's Steven and I. After that, I'm going on the Action Elite, and that's going to be Owen's channel. So that's in the link is in the description. And that is going to be a stream all about Sisu, which is it's a film that came out. I think it's Norwegian. It's a pretty good action film. So we're going to be talking about that. And then Friday's Free For All. I don't have anything planned yet. I have a couple of things that we're mulling over, so we're going to figure out what we're going to do for the free-for-all on Friday. It'll be either a comic book, maybe Transformers or Indiana Jones, or just a random comic, Superman, Batman, something. It could be a movie. We might do a versus. I'm thinking I might do RoboCop versus Total Recall, which I think is going to be really cool and maybe really hard to do, but I'm not sure about that. And one last thing, I am on Patreon. It's patreon.com/jman77. If you want to support the channel, come on. And we've got some patrons already, and I really appreciate it. So I want to say thank you to all of them. All right, I think that is everything that I've got to all the dues that I gotta pay. Let's bring in Sean. Hey.
Look, it's a digest. Though
I knew what you're gonna come up with. It is a digest. It is a digest. No. I know you like
digest. It was it turned into a digest and then continued on. Yeah.
Yeah. So no. I know that you get digest, and then we split. We usually don't split too far apart, but we did split up on this one. And I saw the pile of digests, and I was like, oh, and he's like, oh, a guy bought a bunch. I was like, oh, I know who that is. Yeah. And then he bought a few Savage Swords. I'm like, oh, I definitely know who that. So
yeah. And then you came to me and you're like, did you buy a bunch of digests?
Did you buy the? Yeah.
It's like he said a guy bought digests, and I knew in this whole show it's you.
Yeah, though. So Sean, the people have to understand when there's 2 hyper nerds going together, there needs to be like parameters set up. So it's like I gotta do. So it's like. Superman is too large, so it's a bit of a free-for-all. Like Sean has grabbed some Supermans, I've grabbed. Superman is sort of like it's just he's too big, so we can't say it's just me. Even though he's my favorite character. I'm sure he's Sean. He's one of your favorites, if not your favorite. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Superman is kind of there, but then Superboy and Adventure and Legion, that's where I'm going. And then Sean's got Digest, like for sure. Even Savage Sword, because I'm looking to finish Savage Sword as well.
Yeah.
But you've just really gone into it. So I've kind of just said, let's help you finish them off.
Yeah, I'm still starting out, and there's like 200.
There's 230. Is 230 something. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. So
there's a lot. I have them all in digital. I have them all in reprints. Those big phone book collections.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So I've gotten every volume of that as it's come out. So Conan's my there's my Conan shelf.
The problem with reprints is that sometimes they would have other stories, and the thing is they have to cut them out, right?
Yeah,
so,
they certainly do.
And the articles are cut out, and so
that is true too. You want to see let's bring in our third Legionnaire here, and then we'll get to it.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey, Clobby.
LLL, my friends. Yes. Long live the Legion. What's up, buddy?
Nice. We're good.
Hey, friends in the chat. And looks like you guys scored some nice stuff over the weekend. By the way, Sean, which digest did you get again?
You want to show those?
I have a huge digest collection. I love them.
Yeah. Did you put them all? Did you already put them away, Sean, or do you have them there?
Never mind. You don't have to show them if you.
I'll show.
But I love those, man. Again,
Sean gets a lot. He's gotten so many that he's given me a few that he's bought and by accident doubles. Yeah, like I've gotten some.
I bought two of the same thing by accident in this show. So
with my eyesight, I can't see in them anymore, but I still have my old ones, and I almost know very few gaps. But whenever I see one, I go, "Do I have that one or not?" Shit. No,
it's hard for me to read them, even manga, because they're so cool. I know, but like, did you know that they brought new ones out not too long ago? It was all reprints, but it was new Marvel digests.
Reprints too. In the case of digest, Marvel ones. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're like at Walmart.
Oh, so there's reprints.
It's like what?
Oh, you got some gold key. Oh wow.
I like these. I don't know.
Oh yeah, nice.
So Legion, this is Best of DC 24.
Yep, Ernie Cole on cover.
Nice.
Superman, Fabulous World of Krypton.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm pretty sure I got. Mine plays tricks on me. I'm pretty sure I got them all, but I never know.
Adventure Comics 493.
That's a nice one. Yeah, that's really nice.
I think that might be the first one, and or one of the
first ones. Is that Challengers of the Unknown? I can't see.
Yeah, it was all
the
regular normal comic size, as Sean mentioned, turned into that format, and it became reprints for about up until issue 503.
Secret Origins of the Super Villains.
Yep.
A whole lot.
I love these.
There's so many of these. They're awesome, though.
Dude, we had a store that we were lucky at I think it was one of the drug stores where it was when I was a kid that was making sure they put them all out because you couldn't get them at like the normal store.
Hey, man, I'll give you one of these.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah. If that's not the first one, I think 493 is the first. Maybe 491. I can't
493. Oh, yeah? Okay.
I'm not 100%.
Wait, are you telling me? Hold on. So I'm going to put you guys all back for a second. Sorry. Are you telling me that the regular Adventure Comics in the numbering became digest size?
Yes. Yep. That's why these are.
Oh, yes.
Digest too, man.
It ended at 503, I believe it was.
It ended at 503.
Legion and other stories in there. And what they were doing is they decided to start from the very beginning of Legion, just about chronicling it from the start in Adventure there in the digest format. And so and after that, they didn't come back until 2009 or whatever, 11, whatever it was, when they started at 504. And Paul Levitz had this so-called quote unquote his adult Legion in there for a bit, and I actually started buying Adventure again when it came back with that numbering, believe it or not, which was rare for them to do something like that. So
I probably won't get those, but I'm gonna get everything up to 503 if I can.
I say 503. It could be wrong.
It is 503. I've got it on my phone.
This is already 493. So
so I gotta find out at what point it turned to digest, and if they're just reprints, then I probably won't get them.
But I could double check.
Yeah, so I probably won't get them at that point then, because then I don't really need that. And I mean, Sean's going to give me one, so that's fine.
These digest format adventures are still new stories, right? They're not reprints or anything.
No, the digests are reprints.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah. So then I won't need to grab those. I'll get it up to whatever it is. All right. Well, before we get into it, let's say hello to who's we got here. We got Lord Thaw. Thank you. Hey, long live the Legion. Yes, we'll do Avon Lives. I got my phone with me today. Got my Avon on my phone here.
Okay.
Badass. Yes, Paul
491.
Rubens. 491.
491 is where it starts with the digest. By the way,
491. Okay.
Could have swore.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna make a note of that. Sorry, because I'll forget it later. So 491 is the first digests.
Yes, and they
Okay,
had
so-
multiple stories, of course, like some Captain Marvel stories and some Legion stories, and all from from were reprints.
Okay, awesome. I noted that. So Paul Rubens, man, that's crazy. Pee-wee. And also the spleen from Mystery Men.
Yeah.
Did you like Mystery Men? Because I love that movie.
It's okay.
I never, I don't think I ever watched it.
Well,
I didn't watch that.
it was the only premiere I ever went to where they had a big thing. We got shirts. We got a whole bunch of things. What else did we get? It was awesome. And I can't remember who got me the tickets now. It was somebody, it was like a guy, it was like a reviewer, a buddy of mine who did some reviews or something, and he got some tickets and he's like, "Oh, do you want to?" He goes, "I can't go. Do you guys just want to go?" I was like, "Hell yeah." So I was like, "Yeah, it's so cool." It's like the shoveler and all that.
Yeah, I remember picking up the comics around the same time, and it's like completely different. I was like, "This is nothing like the movie." They totally movieized that thing for the movie.
They did movie. Yeah. FKHC 2005. Yeah, in the poll, all of them. So yeah, in the poll we have 3. Each story contains one Legionnaire who acts very goofy, and who do you think acted the goofiest? So I put that's the poll. We have the AI is watching goofy. Us. Right? Did we say hello to Pat S? Yeah, we said Pat S. Yeah, and FKH. Sorry, I'm getting. Okay, so my finger's still broken. It's gonna be 2 months of this. So I have to scroll with my middle finger, and then right clicking and left clicking is really irritating because you're just not used to it. So I might miss stuff. So let's see who else was here. What Classic Comics? How's it going, man?
Hey.
Phantom Outsider, what's going on? 491 was first digest, 4 was the last. Yep. Okay, thank you. Yep, perfect. You bought the Archie digest. My wife buys those.
Yeah, by the way.
I was into those too. I love the Harvey digest as well. Anything with like Casper and Wendy and all those guys.
Oh yeah, you like Casper and all that. I just couldn't take them.
Man, I don't know. It's my introduction to horror, I guess. I don't know.
Gosh, my introduction to horror was Friday the 13th, Part 5.
But not at the age of 3 or something.
Well, at the age, I wasn't. I don't know. Casper's too friendly. I can't do it. I feel like he doesn't do anything good. Like it's like.
No, but I love when people get scared of him in the cartoons. Like, oh, everyone like freaks out in their eyeballs.
Yeah, he's super cute.
What?
Well, his uncles or whatever are the bad guys, right?
He's dead Richie Rich, basically.
Yeah,
it's the same head shape. It's like,
oh my god, oh, you think that's what it was? Oh my god, no, like, but what? No, his uncles are the bad guys, right?
Yeah, his uncles, and and he has the one friend with the bowler hat. I can't remember his name. Spooky, I think his name was. Who likes to scam people. Anyway, it's a whole thing. It's a whole universe of characters.
Ryan, how's it going, dude? It's a whole universe. Yeah, it's like the whole Casper universe, man. This is crazy. Adventure Comics. What's the credits on this one?
Okay, let's see. By the way, on that first 491 or whatever, just to let you know, there's only, I think for a while there, they had one new story each and everything else was reprints.
Okay.
They started the Legion from the beginning. I think there was like an E. Nelson Bridwell Captain Marvel story in there or something that was new, and then the rest were reprints. Again, fuzzy memory, so don't take it with a grain of salt. But
Phantom will don't forget Hot Stuff. Yeah,
Hot Stuff was great. Yeah.
Let's see here. So where are we at now? We're at
316.
316, babies. All right, with of course. A cover by sorry, I don't even live a cover credit on this one, but obviously it's Kurt Swan. Yeah, Kurt Swan and George Klein, I'm guessing. They don't. Oh yeah, it's Kurt Swan and George Klein. There we go. All right. Our first story is our only story. I'm sorry, it was the first story in the book this time because the Legion had taken over Adventure Comics by our usual suspects: Edmund Hamilton, the great science fiction writer, and John Forte, Mr. Standaround. I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a big fan of old, old 60s comics. He's an artist from way back when and stuff like that. And as soon as they mentioned that we were doing this review show, I saw him the other night at the big geek gathering, and I mentioned, we're in that John Forte area. He goes, oh man, the guy who just wrought, everybody's a statue. Everybody just stands around with they don't pose really. They don't move. It's very static. And I've always found that true about Forte. Anyway, edited by Mr. Usual Suspect.
Oh dear.
Mort Weisinger.
Our Earth B sort of like cousin.
Yes. Avon lives, long live the Legion, LT, by the way.
All right. Well, guess who's acting like a goof in this one? Okay. So basically, we in the typical fashion. So my wife is. So I've brought my wife into these now. So as I read these, I play the role of a kid reading them. I'm like, oh no, Ultra Boy is getting kicked out of the Legion. What's happening? Right. So she gets a kick out of this. Now this has become a thing. So I read these Sunday night or Sunday during the day. I read one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. And then I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen? So I start doing it that way. And then I'll start saying things that are obviously, I bet you he's just acting weird. And it's all just really fake. And he's probably not really bad. It's like, I'll do stuff
really
like
an a-hole.
He's not really bad. But I love that it's like what I call the Three's Company. It's just like, all you have to do is just say one line and it undoes the entire thing, right? Like,
I like how Three's Company is your example of that. Yeah,
that's my example where you're just like
Roger Ebert and both, I think Siskel both called it what they called the idiot plot.
Right.
Which was 2 seconds of conversation and you have no episode of whether it's your sitcom or your movie even, and they hate things based on an idiot plot. I do too. Like, I don't know how much you may have liked Spider-Man No Way Home, for example. It's based on the idiot plot. Because 2 seconds you're saying, Doc, that's probably not a really good idea to do what Peter Parker's asking you to do, you idiot.
Right, that's it. You know what? Over.
Well, like BBS, it's like, just talk it out, man. Yeah.
Right, to say, look, by the way, don't trust Facebook Luther over here. Let's have a conversation. We can hush this out. We don't have a story.
My mom's name was Martha. Your mom's name was Martha. We're good.
we can all get along. Hey, Joe Dog, I think you're new here, so welcome. Here. Oh, Larry's here. Yeah.
Joe Dog, what's up, buddy?
Joe Dog. I was gonna say Valkyrie and Namor, buddy. Yes, that's what I like to see. The two defenders. And Larry, what it is?
2 defenders right there.
Yeah, no name. This is the real Namor and the real Valkyrie. I wonder when we'll see them in the MCU. Never, because we've already messed those up.
Reboot,
nope, they're gone.
They're dead. All right. So why is Ultra Boy? What could have happened?
Something Ultra Boy happening.
Something's happening. Gasp. Oh, I put gasp. I love gasp.
Gasp in your thing.
Yeah, I put that. Yeah, you noticed that. I'm very. I
look at John Forte's. Look, he's no Swan. He's no Plastino even. But man, it's like I love how in that opening spat they took his insignia off. So
as though that means something. Sinister. His insignia is his insignia. It's not a Legion insignia. Anyway.
No.
Okay, so Ultra Boy is just beating the crap out of everybody. So there you go. He's angry, and I like how everyone became a clumsy oaf. Like,
yes. Well, you notice here, this is before they've ever explained. This is the one where all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we've decided that his powers are almost like equivalent to Mon-El and Superboy's, but he can only use them one at a time. This has not been mentioned before this comic.
Correct. Yeah, it was always Penetravision, and then there was one point where they said. They just said vision or something, or ultra vision, but they didn't say penetravision. I remember there was one where they kind of changed the.
Yes, they said ultravision before, right? But
something like that.
As far as it gives him strength, it gives him his powers are pretty much equivalent.
Yeah,
and this is pretty. And Edmund, for all the silliness of this issue, that was kind of a fun idea.
I think it's awesome. I think it's a bloody awesome idea. I really like that.
Yeah.
Because Penetravision's bullshit anyways. Nobody wants that.
It's dumb.
It's dumb. Like this having all of the powers, but you can only use one. That's really cool. I actually like now they've been starting telling you the roll call. Like, okay, here's everyone who is going to be in it. So I've been noticing really that Cosmic Boy has just been shafted.
Yeah.
Like in all of these issues, it's like he appears in one of the other one, but like he's just like been erased from existence, right? Like he's just been erased or whatever. And he's my boy, DC Universe Warrior for Low. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? Phantom. Okay, so Phantom, Penetravision, X-ray, see through everything, Flash Vision, like Heat Vision. Yeah. So he's got like a bunch of these different visions or whatever. Okay, so let's get into it. We're gonna cover 3 today, so we'll get going.
Yeah.
I'll have to return quickly to Smallville on my own. But okay, so there's this thing. Is this the issue where they're talking about this time barrier? Because there's this time barrier that comes into play. But
no, I think it's the next issue.
It's the next one. one. Okay, that's what happens when you read them all at once. You start getting up. Don't forget Panavision. That's funny. Okay, so when I have this comic up, guys, I can see the chat a little bit, but remember my finger's broken, so it's hard for me to move the mouse around and click. So we're trying to read the comments, but I'm also trying to go through this, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to go through this in somewhat of a quicker fashion to get through everything. Okay, so basically they're just practicing their powers. I love how Bouncing Boy is just like bouncing. Like, do you need to practice that? I mean, I don't know. But Element Lad, I forgot about that guy. He brought like a big. He came in out of nowhere for like a big appearance. I was like, oh yeah, Element Lad. Yeah, what happened to you, buddy? So there's Prody 2, just to remember, and never forget the first Prody because so this is like a little memorial thing for him.
And they go through how he died and he sacrificed himself for the team. And I in my mind, I'm like, Prody 2 is like, well, I'm not going to do that. It's like, do you expect?
Prody 2 is like, that's a lot to live up to. Yeah. I just want to be my own Prody and kind of just do my own thing. Like, do I really need to like get involved? Then you got these raiders who are using Prody for life. We got these raiders who've got this like suction cup tube. It reminds me of Spaceballs, like the big, the Statue of Liberty that turned into the vacuum, and then she was just sucking, suck.
Yeah.
So they suck up whatever things they need. So here they took Universium. Man, not the Universium. Damn it. That's why I couldn't get my Universium ordered this week.
Of all the fake element names, that's the greatest one. That's pretty awesome. It's better than Unobtainium and Randinium and all that stuff. It's like Universium. Yeah.
You just got to add inium after
behind anything.
Behind anything. It's like, where's the liquidinium?
Austinium. It's like,
comicinium. The comicinium. So we've got these boys here. Like, this guy's just like, yo, are you guys gonna do something or what? Like, and they're like, well, we're gonna stand around. Like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah.
It's like, fine, I'll look for these raiders. And it's like, well, I could do something with my Penetravision, but that's a lame power. So I'm gonna explain to you how I got this power.
Yeah, we need the recap of his old origin,
which is very kooky.
His name is Joe Nah. Still one of the few Legionnaires with a name, by the way.
Yeah, and they got rid of that other guy. Where's his mentor guy or whatever?
Oh yeah, Marlo Latham comes back every now and then.
Does he come back? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this creature eats him, and he comes out of it, and it exposed him to all this sort of ultra radiation or something. And then this is the issue where they now say, well, now my ultra powers are anything I want, but only at once. So if I'm using super speed, it's only super speed. If I'm using flying, it's only flying. Which I actually think is really neat and could be, I think it could be visualized very cool too. Like if they did some cool stuff with that.
One thing I was struck by with these 3 issues, there's a lot of retconning of guys. Especially Starboy when we get to him.
Oh my god! And Light Last,
like all of a sudden he just come down. And he's like, and Starboy is part of our thing. He's like, really? He is? And
Lightning Lass. It's like, oh, now you're Light Lass. Isn't that cool? And I'm like, no, you literally stole my powers, or like what?
Yeah, it's like what? And I was like, And then I got confused. I was like, can't Starboy do the same thing? But no, he can only make things heavy. And anyways, it's
we're getting ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, sorry.
This isn't a Tarantino movie. We're going in order. Sean thinks he's Christopher Nolan. It's like, no, this we're doing it in order. We're not going.
I don't think I'm Christopher Nolan. You can hear me. So.
Oh no. Oh no. You could hear everything in Oppenheimer just fine. God, man, one movie where you couldn't hear a guy talk. That was really awful. I have to admit that. Okay. So yeah, let's. Okay, so basically, Ultra Boy's going to try to find these raiders, and they're like, "All right."
Look at that, though. I can use my Ultra energy for Ultra Strength. That's brand new, out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yep. So cool. the Ultra Energy, RN Feliciano. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so he's like, yeah. So now he's just showing off. Like you don't really need to be doing this at this point, buddy. So here's Sunboy, who's quickly becoming one of the most irritating fellows of all time.
Oh God, I'm so man. I didn't realize how much I would, I guess because I just probably hadn't read these in forever and thought Sunboy was always just kind of brash, but I liked him. It's a total wad in this thing.
He's and I've got I put he is leading the poll. There's 10 votes. And 6 people voted for him, and there's only a couple of votes for Ultra Boy and Dream Girl. I think people are giving Dream Girl a bit of a pass because she's cute, but I'm not giving her a pass.
She's a total idiot.
Yeah, right. We're gonna get to her. We're gonna take care of her. Don't worry. Okay, so we got to figure out these mysterious thefts. So why don't you go do something, Ultra Boy? It's like, okay. We have Phantom Girl. Let's hope you're right, Fan. Ultra Boy will find them with his powers are wonderful. And Superboy is not talking because he's like, yeah, I've got like the same powers, but I can use them all at once. Like, Phantom Girl, like, what's your deal? Like, why is Phantom Girl always talking, like hyping up Ultra Boy?
Yeah.
Saturn Girl is always angry because arms folded. It's always a body language of like, being upset.
Pretty calm and reserved, but she's already, always a little,
She's always a bit, and Ultra Boy's like, sorry guys. Yeah. Sorry guys. I only got these powers in this issue, so I couldn't really use them to do anything. So they're like, okay, fine.
Isn't this the second time we've seen a chick really enamored with one of the other leads? So much so she wouldn't believe anything bad about it. Remember how Night Girl was so in love with Cosmic Boy?
Cosmic Boy.
He couldn't be a jerk like the rest of the Legion. And this one's like over the top with Phantom Girl. In love with the Ultra Boy, which is, which that's it becomes a relationship, sure, but still.
I'm okay with. I've been buying so many of the couples shirts from the bearded shirts. I love the couples because I feel like I'm getting 2 Legionnaires in one shirt. Because I got this one and Monel, and they're just by themselves. I thought, I should have gotten the couples because then I could have 2 at the same time. And I was like, but that's fine. So from now on, I'll get the couple shirts.
Yeah.
Raymond Feliciano's here. What's up, buddy?
Yes. We gave him the shout out. And how did Ultra Boy get Phantom Girl? Ultra Stamina. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. She wants that. She does want the Ultra. She does want that. He can move his powers around. So, okay. Well, with your permission, Mister. I'll take these special records to our clubhouse for intensive study. It's like, hi, I'm Sunboy. I'm the leader, or you are, I don't know. Are you? I thought Saturn Girl was. I thought the last vote was Saturn Girl, so I'm not sure. Did she get usurped or something?
Who's the leader, really? Do we know?
The last one was Sun Girl.
Saturn Girl, right?
Saturn Girl, yeah.
Was the last vote that we saw in the comics.
Right. No, right. She's definitely the. I'm pretty sure she's the leader right now, but
that
sure thinks he is.
But Saturn Girl got voted in because of that whole scam, right?
But she stayed.
She stayed as the leader, yeah.
But we don't know. We haven't seen the next vote. But we will see votes because I've seen it. I've seen that come down the line.
There will be some, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think fans are voting at this point yet like they used to
do. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, so now we've got some of these like who's who characters here. They got this guy here.
That guy looks awesome, man.
Yeah, Olin Jor. He's awesome, man. Yeah, this guy's good. This guy just looks like Sunboy, but like with like a different kind of hair. Except it's wait a minute. Sorry, I mean he looks like
Boy.
he looks like Ultra Boy with different
Yeah.
color hair. It's like, wait a minute, this looks like Ultra Boy. What? And it's like,
he's a
oh
jerk.
no. And it's like, okay, Ultra Boy, we're sorry. This computer says that you're a bad guy, so you're out. Wait, I've saved the universe 100 times and we've been together. No, sorry, you suck. You're out.
You guys got
We've
any
all
proof?
voted. Yeah.
Yes,
It's like-
yes, but Phantom Girl abstains.
Phantom Girl's like crying. No, he can't be. She doesn't vote. Well, she could have voted no. I feel like Brainiac, we can't see his vote here. It's like, I feel like
It's almost like he didn't vote, huh? He probably
that's
did.
weird.
Just
So
like the other one next to
basically-
him was, I guess Superboy's not there.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Basically, they're going through the records of various criminals trying to figure out who the raiders are, and then this person who looks like Ultra Boy pops up, and they're like, "Wow, that's you." So they're not sure. They're like, "Well, we don't trust this guy." It's like, "Well, let's put up the voting panel, right, and see." So the Phantom Girl abstains, so that's fine. Everyone else votes yes. Shall he be expelled from the Legion? I mean, this is like the fastest. I feel like this was really fast.
We're gonna burn your insignia off of you.
And this
Yeah.
is
Vision and
Yeah.
lightning. You
Yeah.
know, I hope he's using his invulnerability powers that he now has. Has for the hell of it, right? See, guys, you're gonna burn my. Can you just like let me take it off or something? I mean,
Yeah, can I just peel that off? This is like Sons of Anarchy. When you leave they like have to, they either burn your tattoo or they carve it off or whatever.
usually they're just like in the military, like in Branded, marked with a coward shame, the old show. They they walk you through the line and they break your sword. If you're this, of course, this was the this was the Yankee. This was the Union Army. They break his sword and they rip off his insignia off his sleeves.
Yeah.
And he has to walk out in disgrace. This is their way of doing that, but they're using heat vision and light.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why do you need both? And like,
Yeah.
surely the heat vision could just do it.
You know,
And-
actually, both of them are Superboy's strong enough just to rip the damn thing off of his chest anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't get it. But anyways, there's no damage to the rest of them. It's just the insignia. So
Of course.
this is like, well, Superboy's got pinpoint accuracy. I don't know about the lightning. I don't know how pinpoint you can do lightning, but anyway.
Lightning Bad just wanted to blast him because he's pissed.
Cosmic Boy's like, hey, I'm in a panel. Well, look at that. So it's like, don't, the big walk of shame. Fangirl's like, Ultra Boy, I know that you're not a bad guy. If you just tell us what you're planning, this will all be over. It's like, nope, I cannot tell you what I'm planning because there needs to be the rest of an issue.
Wait
So
a
I
minute,
need
what
to
are the
continue
booms
this.
for?
I don't know.
They have a drum?
Boom.
Boom.
Well, that was the it was weird. It was the echoing of the lightning
Yes.
from Lightning Line, but like I don't
Sure.
know why
Yes,
that's.
yeah.
I mean, it's dramatic.
That's right. Throb
Yeah.
like great drums. Okay, you guy wasn't looking. That should have been
Yeah.
mentioned.
I thought it was
Which
I thought it was
today?
I thought it was John Sims' master doing the booming.
Boom, boom, boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom,
boom,
boom.
boom, boom.
He knocked 4 times. Okay. So he's like, this is bullshit. I did all this awesome stuff for the
They screwed it
Legion.
with my, yeah,
Yes.
man. Look at the look
But-
on his face.
The thing is that when you find out what happens, why is he acting angry? Like, we'll find out why this is happening. So this is going according to plan right now. So
Right.
anyway,
Yeah, but we find that out. Yeah,
we
found
find
what
it out,
they
yeah.
were up to, yeah.
so
But
I'm
again,
pulling up.
as a reader, as a kid, 8, 9, 10, whatever you are, you're
Yeah.
reading this going, wow. It grabs you because you're a kid, and you're not wise to DC Comics methods of, you probably are though. You're probably this is going to be some reason for this, but you're still, I guess you're on the edge of your seat, like, oh, Ultra Boy now has new powers. Now they're getting rid of him, and he's mad, and I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe the girls reading the comic are like, oh, Phantom Girl, you shouldn't be for him. He's a bad guy.
Yeah, I've been reading the letters pages now, and there's girls that write in.
A lot of girls write in, allegedly.
Yeah, and if I see it here, will address it. One girl wrote in saying, "Why is Saturn Girl the leader? I don't think a girl should be the leader." I'm like, what? I was like, it's like she's gonna get canceled. She's either passed away now or like an older lady, and it's like
She said
we'll
the girl
see.
should be the leader or shouldn't be the leader?
Should not be the leader.
Oh my!
It was a
Wow.
girl. Right? She's like, she's like, I'm a girl, but I don't think a girl should be the leader. I was like, what? It's like,
Well, it's the
What
noise
is-
of
what
the
they-
time, right?
I didn't see
So-
that. What they say to him, like,
Oh, we'll look at. Oh, they just say that there's going to be voting or whatever.
Okay.
So,
yes, FK HC. Yeah, Branded. That was a cool old show with Chuck Connors.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck Connors is Canadian, so basically he's on the Canadian exam.
He's ours though, because he's the rifleman. He belongs to us.
He's a rifleman, yeah.
He's the rifleman, but
you can't have Shatner back either. He's ours.
I know. Oh no way! We're not giving these people up. I don't know where you think you're going with this.
Back. You can say, "Well, we'll share."
No.
Hey, Kirk was born in the States, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't care where Shatner was born.
It's like when Canada claims that Superman's Canadian. It's like
He's Canadian.
It's just like, well, I mean, Joe Shuster.
What are you talking about, Sean?
Joe Shuster, was born in Toronto, and he
Right.
based a lot of his
That's
stuff
right.
on Toronto. But
So he's half Canadian.
Superman is an American character, man. It's like
With
how about he's North American? We're all on the same team.
North
No.
American.
no, he's Canadian. I'm not. We're not sharing.
Like the warden said. He said when he says this country is safe against Superman, thanks he uses. No, sir, don't thank me. It's the whole continent. We're all part of the same team.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm proud of the Canadian influences of Superman.
Right, and
It's like
the fact that he's Canadian.
Metropolis, was it the Daily Planet? Was the Daily Star? Named after Toronto Star.
After Toronto Star.
So
and we love
which
it.
nobody reads here. I mean, I stopped reading that like 30 years ago or something.
Papers. Come on.
Yeah. So they want to take him in, and he goes berserk and just immediately disable. Like, I mean, what was Chameleon Boy really going to do? They all just get knocked off, and then Mon-El's the only one who has like somewhat of a chance. So they follow him, and he goes, and this is crazy. He tips this tower.
Oh, that tower. Well, that's like that's a dangerous looking tower right there.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool. So they bang in here, and like you can see that it tips. You got to follow the arrows here.
Yeah.
And then he flies off. So Mon-El has to save the tower.
Of course.
So he's using super speed to get away. So he got away.
I didn't. By the way, I didn't know that about Chuck Connors. Good to know.
I think he's Canadian, right?
I never knew that, but cool. There you go.
Should I check that before I claim him?
Nah, you could have him either way. I love him to death. See,
Oh no, it says American actor. Whoa, no, why is that? I thought he was. I thought he was.
They might just mean on American TV. Huh?
I thought the kid was Canadian. The kid.
Oh, I don't want the kid. Mark, you can have Mark.
Yeah. I'm going to say maybe they mean American actor in the sense that it was an American TV show. He may well be from Canada.
I'm looking at it.
Sean can look. Oh no, he's born in Brooklyn, New York, buddy. Sorry, I made a mistake.
So what's the name of the kid? I think the kid's
Johnny.
Canadian.
It was Mark.
Mark was played by Johnny. I can't remember his damn name.
All right, look it up while we're looking at this. Okay, so I'm wrong. You can have Chuck Connors. We don't want him. We don't want your stinking losery Chuck Connors.
Oh man, jingoist.
Can't hit anything with that rifle. He just shoots it. Nothing happens.
Oh man, party lines.
I used to watch like 4 or 5 in a row of.
He's American too.
Damn it!
I know they toured here a lot because my mother-in-law watched them when they came here.
Rifleman was cool.
Yeah,
Rifleman's awesome.
Brandon was not as popular. Did you ever see Brandon? It was pretty cool though, man.
I know, but I didn't really watch it too much. Rifleman was the big one.
If you want to see badass Chuck Connors, remember this is a guy. The whole opening of that show had him singing about what a traitor and bad guy, and everyone called him a coward. Well, here you go. So every episode, this 6'7" Chuck Connors walks into a place, right? And everyone goes, "Hey, you're a coward." He like wipes the floor with 50 guys every time. And they're like, you think eventually people go, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna go mess with that guy.
Yeah. Like if he can fight like multiple opponents at once, then Pinocchio, the comic. Oh yes. Okay. So let's. Okay. So no. So this was a bit of a shocker because it's like they're like, oh, remember when this happened? No, I remember when those puppets were there, but they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
The look on Sunboy's face, like, no, I don't remember that.
Look at her. She's
when he sees her life ass. Yeah.
Look at Bouncing Boy, dude. He is like, look. Saturn Girl's like, no, I'm not having this shit. Like, oh, but Sunboy, he saved Sunboy's life, and Sunboy's like, oh, no, he didn't. And Bouncing Boy's like, I have to look mean. And Saturn Girl's like, no, and she's crying her eyes out. Remember when we were on this planet with the puppets and all that? It's like, I remember that, but I do not remember them actually doing anything.
The problem with this whole thing setup is fine. You could do stories where it's someone you think's like we're not to the end of this yet, so we're trying not to spoil it, but
Right.
where someone's going rogue or you think they're going to do this, that, but they go so over dramatically, over the top with it. Like, for example, if there's something up his sleeve, we don't know yet. Let's say at this point, you don't know whether it's being framed or whatever. You think he's being framed, probably, right? So you got to sell it, though. And he's just acting like such a, every time, how many times have we seen someone rejected from the Legion and they go up, well, I hate them now. I'm going to kill him. You know,
Right.
the enemy just because they rejected him. You know, I guess they're just a little over the top with the way Ultra Boy's acting right here. There's your letters page.
Yeah. So this is the letter. This is what I posted for the Legion of Substitute Heroes, where this person talked about Christy talked about why they were so great, and I agree.
Yeah.
So
a lot of girls do write in, at least. Yeah. So.
All right. So we know something's up with Ultra Boy because he's not really an ass. So we don't know. So they're chasing him down. He goes to this planet, this is really cool. He goes to this random planet, and there's all these super rando creatures here.
It was funny though, but it was ridiculous.
Yeah, and basically Mon-El is really the only one at this point who can kind of try to track him in some way. So he keeps doing things and slowing Mon-El down, right? So basically, he encounters these aliens here
by chance, by
chance.
Mm-hmm.
By chance.
Winky dink.
Yeah. And they've got this technology, it's all malfunctioning. We've got these guys who are kind of suspended here, like in comas or whatever. And he's like, well, I don't really know enough. Like, he tries to help him out, but he's like, I don't really know enough. Mon-El would be really the better person to help you out. So then when Mon-El tracks him down, this is just more of them like, oh, what are we going to do? You know, da, da, da. So Mon-El comes down and he's like, oh yeah, I'll talk to Mon-El. And then Mon-El comes and he's like, okay, fine, I'll stay here and repair your machine for you and help.
Are they Koluan? They're green.
Yeah, what was their names?
They say human, and then they're all green.
They call them human, but they're all green.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do that, and they mix up anyone that looks humanoid. Could have just said humanoid.
Yeah,
they just
must be Koluans because remember it's once conducted by a Kryptonian criminal. Well, what Kryptonian?
Yeah, that was
green?
So. This is experiment. So this guy's messing with people's minds, and it's like, so he's like, they're getting mutated and stuff. These people, so these are real people. Like these are not.
Right.
This is a real person. Like, this isn't this creature thing.
It's a good thing Ultra Boy came along.
Yep. So then Ultra Boy comes along, and then Mon-El comes along. Mon-El's he's like, oh, he can fix it. Okay. So Mon-El's fixing it now. While he's fixing it, what's his face can escape.
That's nice. It was cool. Well, I mean,
that was neat. I like.
Cool,
yeah, I like that they're trying to help out and stuff. And
that's
like Mon-El's like, well,
heroes.
Yeah, they're heroes. I gotta help. Okay, so they're like, well, Ultra Boy knows all of our. Like, listen. You know, Element Lad, listen up here, buddy. You just walked in. Okay, you haven't been here from day. You're not from 247. If you're not from A247, then why are you giving your big 2 cents here? Oh, you know, Ultra Boy knows everything. It's like, who are you? Like, you've done nothing. Like, Ultra Boy's done a lot. Anyways, so they still don't trust him. Of course, they don't know what's going on. So Ultra Boy is flying around. He uses his vision to see that they're coming. We've searched everywhere. We can't figure it out. So he comes again to this world of crystals. And this is the biggest fail of all time. Chameleon Boy comes over, he's like, I got you now, sucker. You ain't going anywhere. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's just Prody. Wah.
Prody.
Just carry a real ray
Prody's your gun.
Yeah.
What if how do you know it was Prody though? Just because he used the trick before.
He knows.
I guess it makes sense though, because Legionnaires don't use guns, and I love the Legionnaire would know that. So Chameleon Boy's a dummy for trying that on Ultra Boy.
Yeah, like why didn't he make Prody into, I don't know, something else or whatever, like Phantom Girl, and saying I'll kill Phantom Girl? But no, I don't know. I guess.
How about making it into a Phantom Zone projector? Say, look, come back with us, or I'll blast you into the Phantom Zone.
Right?
Yes.
No, he knows that they don't use guns. It worked on those dumb criminals. Remember?
Yep. It's like, now I have to go to Mirage World. Okay.
Mirage World. I love it at Mirage World. That's the holodeck.
Yeah. So he goes, I know. She's like, I know where he would go, Mirage World, because one day we were talking and she's I really like I forget to mention this. I really like having the head of the person like telling you the big thing at the end. I would totally put that in a movie. I would have them saying, and their head goes off into the corner, and it's like all foggy, and they're telling the story.
It comes back to the body.
Wouldn't it be cool? Like, man, I wish they would have some fun things in these movies. Like, everything is so sucked. It's just like a big syringe comes and sucks all the fun, cool things out of every superhero movie. It's like
right.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing fun anymore. Everyone's in a black costume, leather, and they do martial arts. It's like,
yeah, everyone's injected into the real world, thinking about what to do about another country and all that. This new Superman movie is making me nervous. Anyways,
yeah. Well, let's not give Sean an ulcer right now.
I want to hear.
Let's wait
about that.
Let's wait. I've got Advil for my finger pain. I'm on my blood pressure meds. I don't.
Right.
I don't need anything extra here. Let's get but here, I know this isn't the Legion, but here.
All right, back to seriousness. Yeah.
That's the only one I have for a transition.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. So yeah, basically, he had talked to Phantom Girl saying maybe one time, we can go to Mirage World and, do the dirty.
What is she? She's weird. I mean, Phantom Girl, you don't consider me what's it? Strange because I can turn into an insubstantial phantom, do you? Well, you don't
no.
consider everybody else strange because they can use superpowers. Why?
Yeah.
She's insecure. She's very insecure.
Yeah. Weird.
I'm a bit insecure. Oh, it's okay. I'm Ultra Boy, and I've got new powers. It's like not only do I have penetration.
You're cute. That's all that matters to me.
She is cute. She's cute.
Let me just say, Larry. I remember that episode. I didn't know that was Chuck Connors. That's awesome.
Yes, he says he was. His name was Superman.
He had the same kind of. Yeah, he had the same power as Superman, but like he's just a common dude, right?
Well, no, he got his actual real name was Superman. It's like Mr. Superman, and he got someone looked at his address or something. They went to see him. And I remember, so people confused him with. I can't remember the whole episode. Got confused with being Superman when it just happened to be his name.
Yeah.
Because he even says a line, "Oh, Mom, Superman," just like that.
It's just like the Big Lebowski. There's two of them. There's two Jeffrey Lebowskis. And it's like, which is one's the dude and one is Mr. Lebowski.
Yeah,
okay.
But it was his actually name. So your name was as if your name were Sean Superman, which it should be. Yeah. You should change it to that.
Yes, I'm going to change it to, I'm going to change it to Superman.
J Superman? Then
J
Sean
Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to change my name to J Boy and Sean Boy, and we
I forgot all that. Yeah,
Sean Lad or whatever.
Mr. Arthur P. Superman, bicycle repairman.
Okay, so just checking in. Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, we can't get him. So this is
where looks 12, by the way. But go ahead, sorry.
He does. Yeah, he looks really young. All right. I know where Ultra Boy is hiding, and I've got to warn him. So, oh man, she's really going all out here. So Phantom Girl zooms through the zooms with her flying belt. She's got the belt, which is the rings. You'll have the rings at some point. So you got this like creature here. These creatures are all just illusions. So there's like, the Mirage world. Hey, could not be reached. How's it going, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Superman, yeah. Like Batman.
And
like
yes,
Batman.
he was strong, but I mean, it's not like he has superpowers or anything.
No, yeah.
Superman.
Superman.
He says Superman's address. Superman's
address.
So we got all these. So these creatures are not really there. They're just like
Mirage World.
In Mirage World, Phantom Girl, you shouldn't be here. There's terrible danger. Go back at once. And they get sucked through the sucking thing of this of the Raiders. Now this was pretty awesome.
These guys, yeah.
I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, this is. I was thinking of like, man, they're going to be on that Alien. They're going to be on that Unsolved Mysteries or whatever. Like, you just like, this looks like an Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Silver
Raiders,
Age. Silver
really
Age
popular.
comic. Sorry,
Huh?
yeah. Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like Silver Age comic aliens are the best. They're
Yes.
awesome.
Oh yeah, and these guys. He's going. Well, Phantom Girl, they're the Raiders. They're really popular with the chicks, and you can see why, right?
Yeah. Ooh. They got their little tentacle arm thingies.
Yes, they're right from hentai in the future.
Yeah.
Hentai.
I mean, they're very creepy.
Yeah.
Like it's actually done pretty well. Like they're very creepy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we don't have an alien voice for them. It's like,
Yes, we monitored your world for a long time and are ready to conquer it. Now we've made weapons from our loot.
We
it's
are
like-
from the planet hentai. We want our women.
we like hentai.
We love your anime.
It's like, you know what? It's like, we want you to join us and become a tentacle creature. It's like, you know what? The Legion has treated me like shit. So you know what? I'm gonna join with you guys. But no, Ultra Boy, you can't commit such treachery. You just can't, because I love you. It's like, quiet, Phantom Girl. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna lead these guys. Yeah, the Ferengi voices. Yeah, I'm gonna
Leave you with these guys.
lead these guys to the clubhouse. How you like them apples? And then Cosmic Boy's like, I don't like the sound of them apples, Will. Sorry, I hate Kevin Smith, but that was a funny movie.
That was funny. That was a good movie, actually.
That was a fun movie. Yes,
Yeah.
that was the only
Which one?
funny movie he made. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Never seen it.
Yeah, well, I hate Kevin Smith, but
Yeah,
I do.
fair enough.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is kind of a
We always
masterpiece.
quote it, yeah. It's so stupid. It's funny. Yeah.
It is really funny. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, I'm allowed to like one of his movies.
You're allowed to like anything, man. I'm on your side.
That's true. Except I'm allowed to, except for J.J. Abrams. That I'm not allowed to like. That
No,
that
even
actually,
that.
I have a
Even-
contract somewhere. It says that somewhere. Where is that?
I hear you. I'm proud of that one. Though. Cal Larry, I like that, Larry. Cal Larry.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Cal Larry. Yeah. Come,
Larry.
I'll show you where these awesome weapons are.
Okay, show us where the awesome weapons are.
Ha ha! I've trapped you. I froze you with
Oh,
the
no,
Polar Boy
murderer.
gun.
Freezing us.
This is the Polar Boy gun,
Yeah.
or the Manila shots
Oh, the
from
Minya, yeah.
Minya
Yeah.
from Godzilla, whichever
Yeah.
one you want to use.
Yeah.
You see, I was pretending to be bad and kind of doing a great job of it because everyone really believed that I was bad. But I did that in order to make you guys hate me because these guys were monitoring us. I with my Penetravision, I saw that they were monitoring us, so I had to pretend to get kicked out of Legion. I put a fake file. I falsified evidence against myself with my super speed.
I framed myself.
I framed myself, and then I knew you guys would be jerks. It's like he's like, I knew you guys would not give me the benefit of the doubt. I knew you'd become super jerks and burn my insignia and kick me out immediately without even asking me or even getting any shred of evidence. You know, or his fingerprints match. They did check all that.
Yeah.
They checked all that. But like, it's like, so I knew you guys would behave like total jerks and kick me out of the Legion. So that's how it worked. The end.
Well, how about you just go to your compadres and say, look, let's set up this scheme to knock the. You could have achieved the same thing by all of them being in on it. Like, you guys were going to pretend. And that way, Fangirl wouldn't have been chasing him around. I'm going to go undercover, act like I'm on the run from you guys, and they were going to, we'll set these bad guys up that way. But no, the readers had to be manipulated.
Yeah, and he says that they were monitoring us, but I feel like he could have done something to warn them or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's a little weird. So
anyway, they have telepaths.
that's it.
There.
And here's
Super
Super
Saturn
Turtle.
Girl. Super Turtle.
When's that guy gonna get a movie?
Oh, Matchbox. I love this though.
This is great. So
Except
This is where Starboy comes back.
yeah,
Star Boy. All right. So here's
pretty cool.
These are cool. So it shows you all the powers. Now I don't know why this is weird here. Like something's here because this is like obviously a cleaned up version. As you could see the guys actually.
Yeah.
So they trained somebody. They must have got one where somebody snipped out their snipped out for some reason that panel or that piece.
Yeah.
So they have somebody went into one of the archives with a more cleaned up
and put it
version
in.
and put that in there. Because you notice, like you said, there are 2 pages.
Yeah. So here's all the people
that out looks like. So
and I mean, Lightning Lass. Thanks for giving us what Lightning Lass does. Except in the next issue, it's gone. But
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
Starboy.
Starboy.
And Starboy, yeah, all of a sudden.
Hey, back. Chris, what's going on, brother?
Hey, he's commenting. So yeah, it's a pretty big group now, isn't it? I mean, they don't know.
It's
none of them
crazy.
have real names yet, almost.
Yeah.
Elastic Lad Jimmy Olsen, which is from like one comic.
I think Jimmy Olsen. Element Lad, didn't they've named him Jan Ara already? And for some reason, in his first appearance, they called him Jan Ara. If I'm not mistaken,
they did name him.
They named him. Yeah.
Then, we know Kara, obviously. We know Jimmy.
I think we know Starboy's Tom Caller. I think. I don't know if but most of them don't have names yet. I should have kept up. I'm going to go back and chronicle that. I want to know when their names start. Their civilian names. They're Because
I don't think
Lightning Lass and I see some of the ones who were born with their powers are one thing. They usually get named early, but they don't. But I mean, if you got your powers by accident, they were sitting around in their costume before they got their power.
Right.
In a lot of cases.
Yeah.
We know that Jonah is Jonah.
Here's where it tells you. I actually clipped this. I took a screenshot of this, so I'm actually gonna save it.
Give names in these because I was looking at them earlier. I didn't look at all of them, but
no, I did look at all these, and they're really neat.
Cosmic Boy's not Rock Kryn yet. I mean, they don't have a lot of them. Don't have names yet.
Yeah.
All right.
So that'll start one of these days.
All right. Who wants to do the next issue?
After you, Sean, if you like.
Yeah, you want me to do it?
Up to you,
Dream
man.
Girl.
Okay, I'll do the Dream Girl one. I'll try and get through this quick because we got like this and another one. So,
you have your Kurt Swan, George Klein cover, and the usual suspects: Edmund Hamilton, John Forte, and Mort Weisinger on the editing.
Whew.
All right, the menace.
I was like, what is
Dream Girl?
I'm pretty sure that their costumes would be a little bit bigger than that, but okay.
Yeah, they lead with this incident for some reason. I guess that's gonna pull the reader in. It's like, oh my god, they're kids, and then
wow,
snapping up the, Anyways, so
well, I'm hungry. Look, pretty colors. Me want my mommy. I like how Shrinking Violet's the only one who's like just going on with her business.
She's fine, yeah. Psh, leave her be.
Man, I used to check that dinosaur book out of the library when I was a kid. That's how old I am.
Looks awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I fell in love with dinosaurs because of that book at the library. I never had it. I never owned it. But
all right.
For sure, it looks like one to me. Could be wrong.
So
frankincense, myrrh. No, I'm just
Menace of. I guess that's the Menace of Dream Girl.
Yeah.
That's not a hint or anything. And look at the chicks, man. This is so.
This is
they're
great.
all like fawning over. And the thing is funny about this. We all know this, but her power isn't to seduce. They're just doing it just because they think she's hot, and all the other girls are just like whatever.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You would think from the right, exactly. Like somehow she has some sort of strange power over them or some kind of.
Yeah, I thought that's what was going to be, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just there.
They're all acting like a bunch of stuff. Like, look, is she that much better looking than any other chicks? I mean, she got she's got a revealing outfit for back then. That's pretty, scandalous. But they're all really good looking girls. So she's that much better looking. I mean, and they're not fawning all over the other ones all the time. I mean, they have their, moments, but it's just, so you see this page and you go, she must be having some kind of power over these guys.
Yeah. Nope.
You read the whole thing, it's like, I guess not. So Saturn Girl is like being a hard ass about this meeting. It's like at work where there's a BS meeting about policies and you have to go and you can't do your work now. So she's like, where's everyone? It's like a Lightning Lass is busy making a face on a mountain. Because that's super important, right?
And you know what, Sean? Listen, there's a Legion meeting going on. All right. Saturn Girl's not taking any bullshit from these people. I told you, I this is why I like Cosmic Boy, because he just comes in, he's like, look, we're doing a meeting. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
If it was Cosmic Boy, they'd be there. See, there's no respect for Saturn Girl. She needs to get in there a bit more.
She needs to step on it.
She needs to step up.
Are you calling
I
her
like
Saturn Karen?
Girl.
You calling her Saturn Karen? Or no?
Oh no, I like Saturn Girl. She's tough.
No, because
I
it's
like
not
Saturn.
unfair. That's why, right?
I'm a Saturn Girl. I bought a little crystal heart from Bearded Shirts, and I bought the Saturn Girl one so it's like Saturn Girl and a little crystal heart. I like Saturn Girl. She's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love her, but I'm saying it's gonna.
Look at these guys. They're like, wow, we're like.
We appreciate the face you made on this mountain. I think they have to worship something, so she makes something for them to worship. I think that's what the narration says. I don't know.
Weird.
This guy's looking at the.
Oh yeah, they got this little funny little dudes.
Looking at that.
Yeah, that's right.
He's looking at the butt. I don't.
They're creating. Are they creating a false god?
Yeah, they're creating a false god.
Wow, that's against the Prime Directive. Oh, not a different one. Sorry.
No,
I don't care about no Prime Directive. This ain't the Federation.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Maybe this is a J.J. Abrams.
Actually, the United, because they're close to United Federal, they're very similar. Later, they ripped it off. They do have a Prime Directive thingy of sorts, but yeah,
they do. Yeah,
they take a lot from Star Trek. This is, of course, right now before Star Trek.
Yeah,
let us say.
So, Starboy and Matter Eater Lad are on a bombed out planet that I guess it just happened. The nuclear exchange or something like that.
Message.
And that was like super serious. I was like, what the hell? Like this,
yes.
It's like you had these goofy alien monsters in the last one, like,
and now they're on like a destroyed apocalypse right here. It's like, looks like Sharon, whatever.
It's horrifying.
Sharon. Especially Frank Gorshin chasing somebody, with him.
Yeah.
his face,
So Superman and Superboy and Mon-El are trying to go to the future, and they see a time barrier, and they're trying to like break through this thing. Yeah, and it's Time Trapper, and they're like, "Oh, so this is gonna live on for another few stories."
Right? They mentioned. Did they do it in the last issue, or was it this?
No,
issue?
this one.
This is where they started. Okay, so we got Time Trapper. For those who I'm sure you all know, he's one of the most famous of the Legion's villains, and Edmund likes to set up portents. I mean, which is interesting. They're dealing with some kind of problem down there, which is pretty cool, really. He's based on Edmund Hamilton had a story from the 30s that he wrote about a character very similar to the Time Trapper in one of his science fiction stories. Just saying. Yeah. Not exactly like it. But anyway,
yeah. So she calls everybody back. It's like, I don't care about the Time Bearer and all that. We need to go through our Constitution. It's like Section B, Section C, all that stuff. So they go through all that, and then when they're done, and it sounds.
I wonder if that'll be important for later.
Yeah. So it looks super boring, and then they're like, okay, next article of business. People have to come in and recruit and stuff like that, right? Try out. And this one guy has the lamest. It's like, I have a formula that can make feathers as heavy as lead, and he's trying to get into the Legion, and they're like, well, we need people with powers. Number one, number two, this sucks. Dummy. And they're like, Starboy has recently retconned his powers from the last time you saw him. He was kind of a Superman powers. Now his power is exactly this. So shut up, right?
Yeah, right. And this is what Starboy said.
I recommend you try another sport, like knitting.
Oh crap!
This other girl comes in, and then all the guys are like, "Whoa, huh?"
Yeah, no, okay. Look how funny this panel. Okay, hold on. Look, can you see my mouse? It's green. I made it green, so okay. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Whoosh! That went up. Look,
what a beauty!
Look at Mon-El, like all this.
You see Seven Girls like that.
It's like this, like Mon-El's off camera, then it's like, whoa, what's going on? It's like, damn.
Sexual harassment. You can't do that. If a woman walks into the room, you go, woo, 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 woo. Going nuts.
Look at this. This is insane.
Damn, man.
Oh my God, look at this.
Oh, and like freaking Bouncing Boy's getting in there. It's like,
they're all over it.
So her thing is, she can dream the future. She just has to sleep it off and dream, and then she could tell them what's going to happen in the future or whatever, just a few days ahead.
Right? I love the way the women are reacting to it. Like, Was it? Look at was it? Why all the boy members are going silly over that baby doll face? They look ridiculous.
Yeah,
They do really. To be honest, they actually do look ridiculous. Like, yeah. None
I
of you
mean,
guys are cool.
so
Here,
so
look, I
like,
brought you some nectar. Oh, thank you, Starboy.
yeah,
It's like I'll sit with my hips like this. It's the Elvira couch or whatever.
yeah, Elvira couch, yeah.
Like, look at these guys. They're bending over. Like,
Is that a way to teach boys how to talk to girls, Edmund? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I can't sleep with all of you gawking over me. Like,
Look at this.
You're supposed to go to sleep with other watching her, man. What the hell is this, Twilight?
Yeah.
So, like, what's her name? Siren Girl's like, dreaming is hardly an ability we can use in the Legion.
Yeah. See, I told you, Saturn Girls knows
Yeah.
where it's at, man. She's
I'm
like,
afraid- Yeah, I'm afraid we'll have to reject you. It's like, but my ability really is super. I can dream future events. So all the guys like, she has a right to demonstrate her power. Siren Girl. We want to watch her sleep because we're creeps, right?
Yeah. Just Joe, Jobber, what's up, buddy? I mean,
Joe, what's up?
If you didn't know better, and we all read this knowing it was silly. If you were like young, you're hoping you as a kid, you're like, oh, she must do it. She's messing with their minds, man. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Right.
No. So she sleeps somehow.
This
and
is
then
true.
and she
Mono was
gets
1,000 years in the Phantom Zone, so there is that.
Yeah, that's true. You know,
That's true.
Go anywhere and get some though.
So anyways, she gets back up and she's like, two big things are gonna happen. Number one, there's these like bird monsters, and number two, what was the number two? There was some other stupid thing.
No, this meteor is
A
gonna
meteor, yeah.
Right.
So
So it's
Superboy
Armageddon and it's Rodan and Armageddon.
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Superboy and Starboy are like, okay, we'll get on this, right? It's like Starboy, you look for those eggs and see if they hatch as she dreamed. And I'll go after that big. I'll go after the Armageddon thing. So,
Ooh, Dream Girl is so beautiful.
yeah,
Smash! Oops, I hit a meteor. Got it. You got it. It's like
Wow.
pay attention to when you're flying.
Jesus.
So Starboy has to show off his powers because it's kind of a new thing here.
Yes.
Like I think he's in Adventure 280 something, and he's basically Superboy in that thing. Like he can do all the things. And here it's like they just forget all of that. And it's like now his thing is only that he makes things heavy. Right.
They totally just decide. Yeah, he has basically that can make things heavier.
Density manipulation, but not but not in
Lighter.
the reverse. Only
Otherwise, you can have them in the group because they've got that rule that they've decided to start sticking to it about one, a different superpower.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So they both thwart these things. They're like, well, I mean, she was telling the truth, right? So it's like, you've been voted into the Legion, Dream Girl. So all the guys voted yes.
Yeah.
And all the girls voted no, and you could see it on that screen, right?
Yep.
And I like why are they angry on the screen? Like, isn't that just isn't that their normal picture that comes up? Yes or no? It's like I don't think that's live. It's not like a live feed. It's just supposed to be like a photograph or whatever. Like, it's like your hall pass or something. Like, why would they be angry? It's like, oh, no. It's like
because it takes a picture right when they press the button. It's like,
oh, I see.
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
So the guys are showing her around, and she doesn't care about any of this. She just wants to study the Constitution, right?
Right.
And I'm like, wow, like she's so studious is great. Like it makes her even more pretty, right? So
Her sinister studying plot.
yes, and it's like they'd be aghast if they knew why I'm studying it. Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
So Saturn Girl, I guess, doesn't believe like Mon-El and Superboy, so she wants to go see for herself this time barrier thing. And she sees it. She's like, yeah, it's a problem, I guess. And it's like, Dream Girl, help us out. Like, figure out what the hell's going on in the future, right? She's like, I can't do that. Yeah.
And like, look, it's like she's gonna poke someone's eyes out. You gotta be careful around here.
She's very proud in that one panel.
Saturn Girl's just like, look, we're girls here. We're not women. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, anyways, she backtalks Starboy.
Starboy's a simp.
Your
Dream
stupidity
girl.
bores me.
Yeah, it's like I told you before, my dreams can't reach into the future for more than a few days at best. Now stop pestering me. Your stupidity bores me.
Wow. Wow.
You're like, she's gonna
That-
swell head, man.
Damn.
Triple Girl's now on the side. It's like, yeah, what the hell is this, man? This is bullshit.
More like Scent Boy.
She nailed him pretty good.
Yeah. So there's an experimental electrical generator that has to be tested for safety. And then it's like, take lightning lass with you, and she's like, well, I don't need lightning lass, but whatever, we'll go, right?
Sure.
So they go. So she's all rude to like the women too, and something happens, and it backfires, blows up, and then lightning lass loses her powers, and the Legion's like, well, I mean, you lost your powers, so get the hell out, right? Because they there's no loyalty in the Legion. It's like,
It's not like, okay, you need to go get that looked at. Let's go see a doctor. Let's go see
can we fix you?
Recover, let's wait a few days.
No, you're fired. That's it. Like, you can fire anybody.
Well, so Dream Girl is the one initiating this, though. So basically, like, she's like, well, Lightning Lass lost her power. She needs to go according to the Constitution subsection, blah, 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 whatever, right?
Yeah.
So this is the one time where the Legion is kind of like, well, maybe we should see. And then Dream Girl's like, no. It's like, and it's so weird because most of the time it's the Legion saying you have to go out.
Yeah.
And it's like, in this time they're behaving opposite. But anyway.
she's using their own rules against them, right?
Right. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, your rules say this, so you know.
Yeah.
And
small print.
So since Lightning Lass has lost her powers, so it's like they get rid of her, and what's her name? Triple Girl's like, this is all your fault. Like, you caused this. And it's like, can you prove your charges? It's like, you're accusing me. It's like, according to your Constitution, you need to go too, right?
What?
I kind of like this way of dismantling the Legion. It's a new way of doing it. It's like, use their own stupid rules against them.
I guess he's like, is it Morty or whoever is like, you got to make something different. Like, they keep getting disbanded for stupid things. Like, make up something else. Okay, how about like all these different clauses? Sure, use that. Like,
yeah. So Starboy is like, I don't understand why she's trying to destroy the Legion. So that's end of part 1.
Yeah, but look at that body. Woohoo! Like, woo.
Some of these shots, they give her a massive camel toe, though. I don't know what's going on there.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, John.
Yeah.
What?
It's comic now, John.
Yeah, it's like, calm down there, buddy.
Yeah.
I do want 100 toy soldiers for $1.25.
Who
though.
doesn't?
You know, I remember buying 100 of those soldiers for $1, actually, at stores
Love
back in
those
the
things.
80s. I love those things, man. They're great.
Yes.
Okay.
Part
2. So Starboy is still fawning over Dream Girl, and
wait, Dream Girl, but you haven't seen me flex my muscles.
Yeah. So I think it's Matter Eater Lad is like he's in love with Dream Girl. And pardon?
No, go ahead. I said he's suspicious.
Yeah, and he's like, let's get Brainiac 5 on this, right? So Brainiac 5 is too busy monitoring that planet that got destroyed by the nuclear war, right?
Remember that thing?
Yeah, like a major event that maybe you should, are there survivors? Like, what the hell, right? And I think their thing is they're trying to make the planet more habitable or something. For who, I don't know. Everyone's dead there, so anyway, and so I think it's Matter Eater Lad looks at Dream Girl as she's about to sit in a Chameleon Boy's chair, and then stops herself and sits in her chair, and he's like, "Wait a minute, Chameleon Boy's supposed to be off on a far off mission, like Superman in a Supergirl movie."
I just watched the extended director's cut of Supergirl this weekend with my wife. We've seen it before, of course, 100 times,
that?
but
I haven't seen the extended cut. Maybe.
It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's really hard to get. It's you have to order it. You can order it from Warner Archives. It comes with the Blu-ray, but like
I will.
I had like a I think it was like 50,000 made or something. So I've got
Was it not on that triple disc set that the one I have?
the silver, the one
The
that's like
silver
fat.
one,
Yeah, it's on that. It's on
the
that.
big silver box with the
Yeah.
DVDs.
Yeah.
Oh, I have that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so there's a director's cut which is 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I
So
probably
it's like
haven't looked at it.
it's like 20 minutes longer or whatever. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Need to watch
Um,
it.
If you can
yeah.
stand it, yeah. But
Oh, Sean, Sean has to go. Man, all right, Sean, we'll talk to you later.
Section C, clause B.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't mess with the S, so you're out.
Those ads will never live that down, man.
No, they'll never live it
Mess with
down.
the S, yeah. Anyhow,
Anyway,
so
yeah.
he's like, oh, maybe it's like, Chameleon Boy, right?
But this is diabolical.
I like
Dream-
the planning of that.
Yeah, Dream
cool.
Girl is
Yeah.
diabolical in this.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. Okay,
Yeah.
she tricked me too. I was like, oh, I think I figured it.
Yeah,
out.
no, because
a
I
good trick,
thought it was Chameleon Boy. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
no,
trick.
she's diabolical. All right.
So Dream Girl is being assigned to planet Vondra, and she's like, I had this dream where I think it's later on, but she has a dream. She sleeps, and then she has a dream that there's like an Aurora Borealis there that's dangerous, right? And
But look, she kissed Starboy.
yes.
No, it's just like color. It's just a
Oh, okay.
discoloration. But I was gonna say, look, he's got like a red thing on his cheek. It's like, ooh.
Oh yeah, it's weird, yeah. So Saturn Girl's like she's kind of exasperated. She's like, fine, get 3 volunteers. Instead of getting 3 volunteers, she gets 4 volunteers. Because she's like, I gotta complete, we'll see, right? So she goes special mission, Lightning Lad, you, Bouncing Boy, Shrinking Violet, and Ultra Boy are to accompany me on Vondra. She's just like demanding people, you, and you. So they all go. And on this planet, the Aurora Borealis makes everyone shrink, but she doesn't because not shrink, but turn into babies. She took like a Batman-esque, like anti-whatever,
Anti-shrink, anti-baby pill.
Yeah, or something like that. I can't remember what she took. It worked.
Babality. You win.
Didn't affect me
Babality.
because I took the precaution of swallowing a special antidote first. The special bat shark repellent. So anyway, so the kids are playing and stuff, and Superboy comes like, "What the hell happened here?" And they're bouncing boy and everything, and Shrinking Violet gets scared, so she shrinks, like say even more small size, and Superboy's like, "Oh, poor Shrinking Violet."
And they're making fun of her.
And she's like, "Why didn't it affect you, Dream Girl?" She's like, "I don't know." She's like, I don't know, Superboy. And anyways, according to our Constitution, Shrinking Violet and the other 3 must be suspended because they're not of like a sound mind and body anymore. And so they're all on a ship. Now, Superboy thinks like this is probably permanent, right? He doesn't understand what happened.
Right.
And meanwhile, on the atomic planet place, it's like we must head back to Earth, and because Saturn Girl is like her spidey sense is tingling, right? So they go back, and I can't remember what happens here.
So he's entertaining. So she's like, because they're young, they got to be put away, and then Superboy's entertaining the troops by making dolls or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why are these kids so losery?
I know.
It's like they're just so
I don't know
misbehaved.
how old they're supposed to be. It's like I don't know if they're toddlers or what's happening here. But,
Right. So now, and then in the meantime, these guys are on that destroyed planet trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do for these people.
So they all go, like Matter Eater Lad confronts Dream Girl and is like, you're freaking Chameleon Boy. And she's like, no, I'm not, And then Chameleon Boy is within range to call back home.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Here's she signed Dream Girl, but she was going to sign Chameleon Boy.
Right,
See, and then she scratched it out. and then it's like, I accuse you, and then
yeah,
he's shaking the crap out of her. He's
yeah.
like, you damn piece of trash. I know you're Chameleon Boy. Like, it's
See,
like,
at this point, I was like, it's Chameleon Boy, but like they're being a bit too obvious about the.
so now it's not Chameleon Boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I thought it was Chameleon Boy when she was going to sit on the chair because that's what they usually do. And then I was like, oh, well, now it's not Chameleon Boy because it's too obvious now, right?
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, it's me, Chameleon Boy. And it's like, you see, I demand that Mario Lad be punished for making false charges against a fellow Legionnaire, as clause, what is it, like 81 of our Constitution provides.
It's a sanity clause. You can't fool me. There is no sanity clause. But okay. But what did he accuse her of? Like, it's not a crime to be confused. It's like, you're Chameleon Boy, right? No, I'm not. I'm Dream Girl. Okay, you're fired. This is like today. This is like the misrepresentation or whatever it is. It's like he misrepresented her or whatever it is.
So she looks all evil and sinister there.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, and then Triplicate Girl is like, well, Starboy, you defended Dream Girl. Apologize for her. What do you think of her now? And it's like, I still can't believe she's evil. I'm going after her. So he confronts her, and she's crying and stuff. And she's like, okay, here's the big contrived, like, end of, like, last 3 panels of the story that we've all been waiting for. It's in every Legion story now up to this point, right? So.
No, like, the last we gotta do a collect. I gotta do a collage of the last Legion page, LLP or something. It's like the last, because that last page is like cramming in everything. It's like quick. They're like, the guy's like, okay, guys, just found out we only have 3 panels left, so we need to put up a couple more pages of ads. So quick. Wrap this sucker up.
Yeah. And you see the word balloons are bigger and bigger.
Oh, it's like a novel now.
Right.
It's like half a panel. It's like, well, you see. So it's like, I don't dream the future. I see the future only for a few weeks ahead with my extrasensory power. And on her planet, she was like the best at that or whatever. And she saw that the Legion was going to die in a ship, right? And like she named all of them. Right. And she's like, I tried to get you all out, to save your lives. And he's like, well, it sounds like you're talking about Defense Plan 78. Let me show you. And it's like, see, there's this ship with like exact replicas of us for some reason, and it's being destroyed, and that's what you saw. And she's like, oh, okay. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, I guess everything's fine and all is forgiven now. So
hold on. There's more there, but hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is because Ultra Boy still has the excuse that those, hentai aliens or whatever were watching. He's like, they were monitoring our recordings. They're watching us. So, okay. This is a new person. All she has to do is walk over and say, hi, you don't know me. I'm Dream Girl. Yes, I'm hot. But hold on a second. I dream the future. I can see a couple of weeks in ahead. And I see that you, and you are all going to die. Yeah. What a coincidence. We have this thing set up. Oh, so it was nothing. No, it's nothing. Thanks. That's it.
And let's just say that they're like, oh, you could be lying. And it's like, well, I can predict the future. And she does prove it in this thing. She's like, there's this meteor thing, these bird things. And then they go and thwart that and come back. It's like, you're telling the truth. So what do we do about this?
Right.
Like that should have been that could have been the story.
Could have been. But then hold on. But now Lightning Lass is like, I have no powers.
Yeah. She's permanently injured this woman. So she's like, I'll have powers. She's like, yeah, you do, right? Now you can just make things lighter, and it's now she has the power. She could go back in the Legion. But if I were her, I'd be like, well, the lightning thing was way better in this crap. Like, what is this?
It's a duplicate power, though.
And it was a duplicate power, and it's
but
like,
you're right.
Yeah, it's just like, now you can make things lighter, and it's like, yay! I'm like, well, I would still be pretty upset. Like, it's like, you've changed my, like, I'm not Resurrection Man or whatever. It's like, I shouldn't be changing my powers every 5 minutes. It's like, okay, well, now you can be lightless because it still kind of makes sense. It's like, all right, I don't.
So crazy.
So
This is crazy.
So she
Oh,
resigns from the Legion, and she goes, "You'll have to also capture the Time Trapper. Good luck." And then
luck with
and then
that.
she speaks off.
Goodbye.
And then she's like, "Dream Girl, I'll never forget you. Will you come back someday?" It's like,
Yes, you will.
If I perfect my time site power further, I could return and apply for membership again and be an asshole once again.
Yep.
For you, Starboy. The end.
All for you, Starboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Superboy and Monel have the same powers.
Right. But Superboy
Yeah.
doesn't live there, so they excuse it because he's Superboy. But yeah, you're right. No, okay, it's duplication. It should not matter that much. Things change. But yeah,
All right,
all in all, some goofiness.
let's go.
Where are we at?
All right, Clobby, you want to do this one?
All right, 318.
318 still credits.
Adventure Comics Volume 1, number 318. March 1964. Executive Editor Morrison Wyckover gives you a cover by Kurt Swan and George Klein, and the interior by the usual suspects: Mr. Edmund Hamilton, Mr. John Stand Around and Look Like You're a Statue Forte, one of the pencilers and inks, and Milt Snapping getting the lettering done for us, folks. So now on to the story: Tales of the Legion of Superheroes. I love that cover.
Yeah.
Basically, hi, this is Sunboy speaking. I'll be your MC for the day and your a-hole for this issue. I'm going to strand my old buddies Legions theirs out into space and let them die out in space. Sunboy, you jerk off, jackass. You will get away with it. We'll threaten you with Sunboy and Monel will come and save us. Thank you.
Yeah. This is the biggest jerk ever. Like I can't believe this is actually unbelievable. Like,
yes.
Just to recap the last. Okay, so the first one, Ultra Boy still thought that the hentai aliens were watching, wasn't sure, and he did help people along the way.
Right. It was a stretch, but he was.
It's a stretch. I mean, Dream Girl, it was a bit hokey, but she really thought that she really thought lives were at stake.
Yes, she did. Fair enough.
Fair enough. This is outrageous. Like I was so hungry. I'm like, I know this is gonna turn around, but I'm like, I don't think you can come back from some of this stuff.
No,
like there's some stuff in this story.
They go a lazy route with it too. It's like
yeah, it's very lazy. I mean, if I say, Sean, I'm gonna meet you here, and then I don't meet you, I'm like, oh, I got caught up. It's like, well, that's kind of annoying. Yeah. It's like, this is like, I drive Sean and his wife to a desert island and leave them there and come back like a year later and be like, oh, sorry, I was feeling bad. I'm like, what? Yeah. Like, no, you don't walk this off. All right, let's do it. Go for it.
The opening splashy for your actions, Cosmic Boy, you deserve the extreme penalty. Robots, take them below and put them in irons. Sunboy, you prick. How can you do this to me? You've become a no gasp, but I'm throwing in there anyway. Tyrant. Gasp, choke. So
oh my God.
Homeward toward Earth speed 2 members of the Legionnaires of the great 30th century. I like that they're emphasizing that now. Of Legion of Superheroes, and it's Sunboy and Cosmic Boy. They finished a mission. You've been on too many long, arduous missions, Sunboy. Take a rest. You rest. I'll take the controls. But as fate would have it, there's an SOS for the SOS universe. I like that SOS universe. Yeah. Our world Zen is going to explode. Help us, and they're Legionnaires. That world's not far from here. Let's go help them out. That's, sure.
Yep.
What you would do. And soon they land there and they talk to these big. I love Forte loves the big-eyed aliens, man. All the aliens also have they'll have blue skin and they'll look relatively humanoid, but they'll have blue eyes. I mean, big white eyes. I mean, bulging out. But that's neither here nor there.
And they look like Mantenna from He-Man, from She-Ra.
Oh, wow.
From She-Ra. Yeah, his eyes would. His eyes would pop out. It looks like they're about to pop out.
And so they offer to bring them to Earth because there's, I guess, thousands of them. There's only a few
there's
thousand.
1,000, yeah.
But they can't live on Earth. Very nice people. They realize that they can live on Earth, but they have to go somewhere with a certain atmosphere, which is all fine and good. So, the two superheroes decide to go back and and help out.
Suppose.
They're going to send some help to bring these people to another planet. And
Who's
last thing,
that?
Cosmo Boy, can't you go faster? He's all Super Sun Boy's on edge, and that's always been something that is about the character. Even later down the road, he's always on edge, which is fine. But
Yeah.
you know, he must. You know, he's telling him you need to take it easy. You know, you're being impatient. Cut it out. But Sun Boy won't quit. Somehow the sun is running him, and then we get a little more portents for future issues with Monel and Superboy dealing with Time Trapper, which is interesting. Can't wait to see what goes on with that, right?
Yep.
So Legion, you know, talks to the heads of Earth, and they're going to help out with these people. Again, all very cool Legion stuff. It's all above board. It's all fine. But here's what gets me. Look, I don't know who the leader is yet. I mean, it's supposed to be Sun and Girl, I guess, but she's not there. Doesn't look like. So when you know, Cosmo Boy says Rock, when Cumberland says, Sun Boy, you've been on 2 missions lately, too many missions, so many. You thought perhaps you should let someone else take the ship. No, I gave my word to the people of Sin, and I must keep it. We'll go inspect that ship. Who are you giving the orders? Why Sun Boy giving orders?
Yeah.
So this is all about, again, one thing. It didn't set it up with some kind of. Well, the cover is very disingenuous. It's like telling you he's. I mean, it makes you think some baddie's making Sun Boy act out of character. Like every damn issue of this comic, somebody's acting out of character.
Yeah.
The reason given is just so.
That's so goofy at the end. Yeah.
Right. He's got a spaceship full of robots. The Legion just kind of hanging or standing around in their usual John Forte poses. Yeah. And nothing offensive, nothing personal, John. I'm just, you know. So the story's pretty simple. They're going to go save these people from their planet. But look at freaking Sun Boy. How dare you question me? I command this ship. Since when?
Yeah, since when?
Who made you the captain? The space ark lands on Zen. The great planet quakes. I guess he does he. I mean, there's kind of nothing going on other than evacuating this planet. So your only really story, that's like a subplot. The only story is somehow Sun Boy's a tyrant. Is that it? I mean, really, it's the only story going on here?
Yeah, like they're just going to transport these people to a world with Xenon or something or whatever. I can't remember what. I think it was Xenon or something. So it's like they need a Xenon atmosphere or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so transport them. And it's like, no, I'm in charge here. It's like, but why does it matter? So like Cosmic Boy and Sun Boy were both there. So
right.
What do the people care? I gave them my word. Yeah, but who cares? Like any of the Legionnaires can do this mission, then it doesn't need to be the guy who spoke to them. It's like, okay.
They're not under any jeopardy or anything. So who cares if Light Lass and Starboy play with the kids and entertain the little kiddies? What's wrong with that?
Why didn't they? You know what they should have done? They should have had it where they need extreme heat. Maybe their planet's very close to a sun and they need extreme heat. And the transportation through space would make them, might kill them because it's too cold. And so Sun Boy has to continuously radiate heat. And it's making him like, you know, it's like, I can't continue because it's just say it's going to be a 1 week. You know, it's like, well, for 1 week, I have to radiate the powers of a sun to keep oh my God. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like, holy crap, I'm making this up right now. I didn't even think about this before.
And you're writing it better than Edmund did. No offense, Edmund.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it right now. I promise you I didn't think this up last night. I'm thinking about it now, like, guys, like, come on, man. Like, this is brutal. Like, for him to act so out of character. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
No, you're absolutely right. You got this. First of all, as the reader, you're going, okay, something must be going on, but nothing's going on. They're just transporting these people to help them, and Sun Boy's being a dick. And so the only point to your story is, wait a minute, he's mad at them for entertaining children. What the hell do they do wrong? They're on that long ride anyway. There are a bunch of kids there, and then they're having this is basically, I get it. We all like Captain Queeg. I mean, we all like the Kane Mutiny, but it doesn't work unless your character's insane. So Captain Queeg was nuts, right? Sun Boy's just
he's
exhausted.
Well, he's overworked or whatever it is.
Overworked.
Yeah.
He's gonna start playing with little balls in his hands now. I'm worried about Strawberry. I mean, what the?
Like,
So something's got to be going on. As you're the reader, you're like, there's a reason for him being a prick to everybody. Nobody's doing anything bad. They're just on a boring long run to help these people in this space arc, and everyone's thinking, what the hell's wrong with Sunboy being such a wienerhead? What the deal?
he still hasn't really crossed the line yet, though.
But they say he treats us like slaves. Well, don't let him. Just say, dude, get out of my face.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. What are you going to do about it, son boy? Like, there's all of us. Like,
what are they afraid of? Because he's more powerful? I mean, I don't know. I guess he's the most powerful one. Maybe that's what they're talking about here.
I guess. So yeah, they're trying to say like, oh, we need to do something, right? It's like, okay, you know, blah blah blah. And I think is it Cosmic Boy who comes up and says something, or oh no, he checks the flight pattern, right?
Right. And he's basically, but as chief navigator, it is my duty to check the course, sir. Oh yeah, he was checking the course.
Yeah.
He goes, I direct this ship, and I don't need you to plot a course. You're relieved from duty as navigator. As chief navigator, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Why? What do he do? And then looks as if space rock. What was this? Oh, they got these things called space rocks.
Yeah, these rock eating things,
right,
or whatever they eat.
That eat rock.
Yeah.
They live in space and eat rocks. I love it.
They're great. That's very helpful.
Yeah. So Cosmo Boy just goes to the bridge to check on him.
I haven't seen that in like years, Kane Mutiny. I like God, it's been like 20 years or something. I gotta I think I own that movie. I have to rewatch it.
Yeah. That's what this made me think of for some dumb reason.
Yeah, I don't own that one. I own a lot of classics, but I don't own that one. Anyways.
So he's worried about strawberry ice cream.
This is like nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess he's got the robots obeying him now for some reason. He puts them in chains. He was looking at the screen.
Yeah.
What is wrong with it? Why is he in jail? Why is he in the brig?
Yeah.
Okay.
You relieve the duty. It's like, okay, but you've computed, because he's questioning him. You've computed it incorrectly. The whole voyage is in danger. That's enough. I'll teach you all that I am.
Yes.
Captain here. Robots.
Put him in irons.
Yeah.
Some boy's drunk with power, and this mad egotism is endangering the thousands on board. But why?
Yeah.
Because he's tired?
Yeah.
Not an alien he's not an imposter. So get every legion together. We'll have to seize Sunboy before we could he could use the robot master controller. We won't have a chance. Aren't you like superheroes? You can't fight a bunch of dumb robots.
Yeah, like look, I'll eat. I'll eat through your chains. Like how about eat the robots?
Yeah,
they're tough chewing, but I'm almost through. What good are you, matter eater lad, if you can't eat a few robots?
Yeah.
I say it's robot snacking time.
First of all, I'm pretty sure that super magnetism can destroy these robots in about 1 millisecond.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like, they're all dead. It's
Lightning.
like, okay, now what, son boy? Like, I mean, I don't think any metallic thing can hurt Cosmic Boy. Like, there's just no way.
You've got
like we've seen.
You could take the weight. You can make them weightless.
Yeah, make them float around. Like,
right.
She's got light last there. Matter Eater Lad can like eat their controls or something. Like Sunboy or Starboy can make them so heavy that they can't walk. Like I don't know. Like it's just so like
it makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, this one's really nonsense.
So they get him all, I guess they caught, wrapped up or whatever, and then he just burns the damn ropes, and he makes light that blinds them a little bit, and that's it. They're just a bunch of weenies.
Yeah, I can't see. It's like, okay, well, that's it. They all got captured. How is a robot capturing Cosmic Boy?
I don't know.
And they throw him in.
A lot of sense.
Now, okay, so at this point, he's been okay. So let's find the panel where it's really awful. At this point, it's
right there. Yeah.
At this point, it's like, okay, Sunboy, You can turn it all around. Just say you're sorry, and we can continue on with this mission. And all is forgiven. You've had a rough day.
Right.
Everything's fine. Just look, we all said some things we didn't mean. Somebody's like, no, F you. I'm exiling you on the thing. It's like, what?
No, we're exiling you in space in the damn spaceship thingy.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Again, you're thinking as a kid reader, you're going, there's be some reason why he's acting that way. There's no food in this lifeboat, no radio, no boat, no phone, no radio, no single luxury. So, as primitive as can be, they're adrift to die. Says, you've cast us adrift to die, son boy, but you're wrong. We won't die. We'll come back someday and bring you to justice. And if we fail, Superboy Monel will never rest until they track you down, whatever.
Meanwhile, they're all thinking about his statue again. Like,
as goofy as those other two stories were, there was something going on. There's no plot that makes any sense whatsoever in this.
This is complete nonsense. I do love it that it's Sunboy, just because I'm always down on Sunboy, and it just makes it even funnier that it's like it's like Sunboy, stop it! No one's going to buy your shirt. It's like it's like all the Wildfire shirts are sold out, all the Feral Lad shirts, the Cosmic Boy shirts are sold out. Nobody, Sunboy, we got plenty in stock.
I love this opening stupid panel of the chapter 2. All right, Sunboy, you've won. We, your former friends, are going to die just as you planned. Poor Cosmic Boy. Hunger pangs have made him delirious. You think Sunboy is here mocking us? That's what a lot of people know this. That's how Matter Eater Lad sounds when he thinks.
I love Triplicate Girl. She's looking like, is there somebody? Am I not seeing? Huh? What? Is there someone there? I don't think he's there. Does anyone else see what Cosmic Boy's talking about?
I don't know. It's delusional.
Oh Christ! All right.
So why would that vessel that he dropped them off in? Okay, why wouldn't it have all those survival things?
Wouldn't have food or anything? Like,
yeah.
I mean, is Sunboy that evil? It's just, I thought he was just annoyed and pissed off. It's so over the top,
right?
At this point, if something's not controlling him, something bad, then he's an evil piece of crap that needs to be thrown out of the Legion forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's no coming back from this one. He's stranded them. I love how like Matter Eater Lad is like, well, I can eat stuff, so I'm okay. Like I won't.
Hey, that was my favorite part. You guys are screwed, man. I can eat anything. I don't even know.
Oh well, what do you? Every man for himself. That's the Musketeers motto.
Lunch or anything, and I have to pack up lunch. And I need, Of course, eventually, Matter Eater Lad, you're going to run out of matter when you eat the whole spaceship and can't breathe and stuff. But okay,
right?
Funny pants. What about breathing, Matter Eater Lad? I mean, you're going to have to eat the parts of the ship that create the life support. Am I wrong?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So
I do like this idea of like, one positive is everyone using their powers together to accomplish a task.
I like this part of it.
Yeah, this little section.
They're trying to survive and they're like help each other out, and Light Lass is using her powers a lot here. So
So the idea is cool.
It was the Legionnaires being resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like he's magnetizing himself to this meteor, and then she's making the ship so light that it's like pulling towards it. It's like the Little Prince catching the shooting star or whatever.
Yeah.
More's the pity, because you could have found a better story to put something like that in to show how resourceful our Legionnaires are.
That would have been cool if they just would have been trapped, or if Sunboy would have just been manipulated by someone or something. Like maybe those blue guys maybe they were evil and they needed and they were just taking over his mind, and they just wanted. I don't know. Like, God, this is anyway.
Well, that's what you. By the way, which is probably what you're thinking if you're reading this as a 10-year-old at the first time, whatever. Like, oh, we're gonna find out so Sun Boy is being controlled or something. Ooh,
Yeah, those big-eyed blue guys are really evil or whatever. Yeah,
it'll be Mistress Piddlick for all we know, or there'll be some other villain we've never met before. I don't know.
And then this is the panel where Light lost a contact, and they're all trying to find it.
Yep.
Damn it! Where is it? I know
The search ends in bitter disappointment.
They're looking for food.
And let Sun Boy triumph? No, we'll get off this world somehow. I'll chase him round the moons of Nibia and round the Antares maelstrom and round perdition's flames before I give him up.
We'll get him.
Man, Cosmin Boy's hardcore con now. He wants a Sun Boy.
Yeah. So now they make diamonds off. Yeah. And
there they go, making diamonds. Why?
To attract.
The rock thingies.
The rock eater guys.
Rock eaters. Okay.
Whatever they are, and then they put a little snare here. Pretty clever.
Ride this sucker. This is brilliant. I like this.
We're gonna hitch a ride here, guys.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Look at that.
I like all those planets right there next to that planetoid.
Yeah, whoops. Don't hit that planet. I like how they're shaking about in here. Like, whoa. He's trying to shake them off his tail. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then it basically snaps off, and they're like, okay. Now they land on this honey bee infested planet.
They can't get it. They can't get your break, man. They can't get an intergalactic Uber out there.
They're still rocks, yes, Fan. I'm sorry, we glossed over that. It's not. They're not actually diamonds. They're just.
Thank you, Fanty.
It's.
Thank you, Fanty.
We are glossing over the finer details of the story. Yes, so now they're on this bug world thing with these bees, and like Matter Eater Lad starts eat. He's like, "Well, screw you guys. I mean, I'm gonna eat." So
you guys mind if I have a bite? It's been a while.
Who wants to eat? I gotta clip
At least
that.
He'll survive.
You should clip that.
I want to clip that.
But he got them some food though.
He did. So he found out that there's honey here. Woohoo!
Yeah.
He's like, there's some honey.
Is it good honey?
I suppose so.
Honey, it could be bad. It's like the pint glass horn guys from that Superman comic. It's like
yes.
It's like, do you trust that water though, or yeah?
Why not? I got a cast iron stomach. I can take it.
Yeah.
And then the bees come. It's the bees. And then they're like, okay, I'll just make them super heavy. It's like, wouldn't they just fall to their
Wouldn't they die? Like, I want to kill them. Well, I think you just did, buddy.
They look pretty dead to me.
You said it without hurting them. You didn't say anything about killing them.
Yeah.
You said you're going to scare the ice princess. She looked pretty scared to me.
Scared to me. Wow.
Man, when that ice princess, I gotta tell you, in the theater, that was pretty jarring.
That was pretty
when that ice princess smashed and lit up the tree, I was like, that was pretty good.
Cutie. A dummy.
She was a cutie. Yeah. She's like, she's like, oh, is that a camera? It's like, psh. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just like Pooh Bear. Let's throw me Tigger in here. Yeah. Woo.
Yep.
Oh my God! So these bees just got nailed.
Yeah, he just made them heavy. That's all.
And I love how like Light Lass is asking for tea. It's like, no, there's no tea. There's just honey. Just have your honey. Like there's no. It's like stop it. Stop being a priss or whatever. In the meantime, for more random occurrences that have nothing.
Unreal. Astronauts. What?
We found these astronauts here, and they're they're dead and mummified or comatose.
Right. Why are they
comatose or something?
There?
I don't understand any of this. I don't know how they grow from that water. I didn't get any of that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, no,
there.
this one I'm gonna have to. I'll throw up my Becky Lynch on this one where like I have no idea where's she at here. Where I was just like, I don't know what is happening at all. I'm like, no.
Wow.
They found these astronauts and they're going to steal their parts from their ship. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, they're not using it anymore, but still, what the? All right.
And then to honor them, they put them under this water, which makes them grow big.
Why did they make them grow big?
I don't know. They just say they'll grow. I don't know why.
It's the water, and then for some reason, like later on, they become giants and terrorize people. No, that'd be awesome. Like if it's they have to fight them later. But that's it. They stole the rocket ship, came down from Mars. No, what was that?
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, so they take off with it. And then here's Pierre, or whoever this guy is.
Nobody knows where Sunboy and the Great Space Ark are.
Yes, he knows where Sunboy
and are presumed lost in space.
What? That idiot kicked us off and then got himself lost? That's it. That was the last straw.
What a jerk ass he is.
Wow. A-hole. So let's go find him. There he is. All right. Well, they found him pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was nothing. What is he doing?
Oh, there he is. He's right there.
So finally, he fell asleep.
Yeah, from exhaustion or whatever.
This should be the big reveal. Like, okay, what was up with Sunboy?
Well, it still is weird because he's frozen here, right? So I still wasn't sure. So obviously, I've never read this comic till yesterday. Like this, the first time I'm reading it was last night. So I thought, okay, here's the 3-page, here's the last page Legion wrap up or whatever, right? Like, we'll have to come up with a term for that. Maybe
Here is the last page roundup. I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. The last page reveal or something, LBR or whatever, or LPR. So you're like, okay, so he's petrified here or something. You're like, okay, so they've used him. They've somehow manipulated him. He's now frozen. He just has no, they're like, hello. And it's like, okay, so these bug-eyed guys have really like nailed him and they can control him or something. And it's like, okay, we've landed. And it's like Zananians or whatever are here. It's like, oh, great. Everything's great on this planet. It's like, okay, so wait, what? Okay, look, hold on, guys. There's only 2 panels left and it says the end.
Yeah.
We got 2 panels to explain this shit. It's like, well, as you know, Sunboy suffered a pressure on the brain from too many missions and became a victim of space fatigue. It affected his mind, but with our scalpel rays, we have easily removed the pressure. Oh, so that's why he's a total asshole and tried to murder everyone on the Legion.
Yes,
and then tried to also plotted the wrong course. And got these guys off track and almost murdered and committed genocide by killing all of the remaining people on this thing. It's like, oh, that's what it was. Well, phew, glad that's good. Okay, well, you're good, Sunboy. See ya.
Fatigue.
Yeah.
Well, which is good to know. Fatigue won't make you cranky or a little irritable, or you might, lose a little concentration, make a bad decision once in a while. Maybe, bite somebody's head off when you really shouldn't. No, it'll make you try to murder everybody.
I can't you're just like, oh.
I don't know if I've seen too many cases of sane people that act that way when they're fatigued. Maybe he belongs in the Arkham Asylum equivalent of the 30th century. Yeah. Sunboy. I'd be worried about. I put him on, which of course becomes Takron Galtos. Maybe I would have him locked up on Takron Galtos. Seems a little extreme. No, attempted murder, and you have superpowers like that. Doesn't seem a little extreme to me that he would be on Takron Galtos, which they haven't invented yet, but they will.
I mean, genocide. It's like trying to murder the Legion. Like, I mean, it's like betrayal, treason.
He's gone. They should be out of there.
Like, this is crazy. Well, anyways, let's go to the Smallville mail sack. I'm trying to see where's that.
Smallville. No,
Helicopter. there's some funny ones here where they're like, your editors obviously don't know anything about animals.
Man, I love old first pages.
Because they're like, you had this girl, you had Supergirl fighting a tiger, and tigers are in Africa, so that didn't make any sense. And so, and then they're like, oh, it escaped from a zoo or something. It's like there's a lot of funny letter pages here.
Let's see, Legionnaires, Super Contest, all this. Although I found one mistake on your cast of characters on the first page of the magazine, you list Bouncing Girl when, of course, it should have been Bouncing Boy. Error, says Debbie West of Hyattsville, Maryland. Oh, okay. I didn't catch that either.
I did catch. We caught a Bouncing Girl one where they said Bouncing Girl. Okay, let me try to find
girl letter. I found another girl letter. A few of them.
Where's the oh man, okay, we'll go back. Okay, so that's it for that one.
Issue?
We're done with that one. I want to go previous and just see. I think maybe it was the previous issue. The letters where the girl's like, why is their girl the leader? I'm like, canceled. They're gonna get canceled. We're about to cancel someone. If they're still alive, they're gonna get canceled right now.
Let's get this person canceled immediately.
Cancel the person. Okay.
Wow, they have an Aurora Frankenstein kit ad in the back of this new one. Very cool.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. This like Liberty Kryptonite. Our first selection published as Shrinking Boy. Maybe it wasn't this one. Damn. Oh, here we go. Dear editor, I understand that Saturn Girl is the present leader of the Legion of Superheroes. When does her term expire, or does she hold this position for life? I'm a girl myself, but I can't see a girl commanding powerful heroes like Superboy, Mon-El, and others. Can't you do something about this? Canadian. From Canada.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Canada, is that Raquel?
I don't. Maybe that was Raquel.
She wasn't born.
Patience. There's an annual Legion election coming up soon, and we think you'll be in for a surprise. Dora Knight. She sounds like a superhero name.
I know.
Yeah, it might be.
Let's check her out. Dora Knight. Winnipeg. Let's see.
With like 5 grandkids or whatever. And
if she's even yeah, absolutely.
Dora Knight. I'm trying to see if we can find her.
Easy.
Let's see if we can find her. No, I don't think we can find her. I found Dora the Explorer though.
Yep.
Well, it looks like Dora will be canceled, so she's not going to be canceled this time.
Winnipeg, Canada. Wow.
Yes. See,
one of your Canadian girls being sexist up there. You proud?
Yeah.
Wow. Woo! We're gonna have to mess.
Shit. I love it, man.
That is it. Let's take a look at what's coming up next on the docket here.
What's next?
Before we, Sean, let us know what you're doing on your channel while we're looking that up.
Yes, sir.
I've got more like I'm still gotta do some catalogs and stuff like that, and I want to do some comics, stuff that other people aren't doing, and I'm thinking about maybe putting up some Saturday morning preview specials. You know, the stuff that would air the Friday night before the season premiere of some of the cartoons in the 80s.
Oh, cool.
Cool. I found some that have commercials in them, so I'll probably put those up in the next couple of weeks.
I know you love the commercials. That's like one of the.
I love them because they're so stupid, dude.
Oh yeah, they're great. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Clobby, what's going on with you?
Well, tonight is just the usual Mark C. Comics talk. I thought I would review 2 random comics, make it a mystery which they are, and they're still a mystery to me because I don't know what they are yet. And I got another hour to get them to figure out. But I thought I would review a couple of comics. Of course, as you know, this is the end of the month, and starting now, in August on Clobberin Times, which starts Wednesday night, it's Jack Kirby month, and I will be celebrating again as I do every month with my show, and always have Jack Kirby month with. Other than the Trek shows, obviously the Clubhouse, but I mean, all of my other shows will be dedicated to the King of Comics, Jack Kirby, and I've got a few things planned here and there, and a few things not planned yet. But you can trust in one thing: it'll be wall to wall King of Comics, Jack Kirby. So reviewing some
Awesome.
comics, talking about his history, talking about some of his interviews, some of the things that I might get a little controversial with some of the things about the creation fights over his creations, because why not? No one listens to me anyway. So, but not too controversial. Just a lot of fun celebrating the king. He would have been, oh my God, he would have been 107, I think.
Wow. Awesome. Okay, so the links to Sean's channel and Clobby's channel is in the description of all my videos, but it's here and it was in the beginning of the chat, so you can find it there as well. Okay, I'm looking up what's next. 319, 320, and then Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 76, and that actually looks like there's quite a lot of Legion, like they're right on the front, so I think we're going to do that one. So it's so it's 319, so Adventure 319, Adventure 320, and then Jimmy Olsen 76. So I'm looking at 76, and I mean the Legion's like on every page, so I think we're going to be doing it.
Okay. So Adventure in that order though, 19, 20, and then the Jimmy. Yep.
And they're in every panel.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm for it.
It's only the first story. The second story is just some other random stuff, but it's a lot of Elastic Lad stuff. It's tons. Like they're the front cover too.
I'm good with
so
that.
we're definitely, so this will be the first Jimmy Olsen comic this will be the first Jimmy Olsen comic I've ever read. So that'll be fun.
We didn't do that Superman Action Comics 309 because
we skipped 309
on Lois, the Lois issue. So with the 18. So then you got, okay, I'm seeing now, 19, 20, and then the Jimmy Olsen issue. Okay, just want to be sure I have it right. 76. Oh God, you know what? I think I have this one. Oh, I have that issue. Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Buried somewhere.
All right. So there you go. So that's pretty much it. Anything else? I guess, is there anything else that anything else in the chat that we missed out on? I think we got, it's hard to keep up with the chat sometimes because I've got the other screen open, so it's hard to see everything. Plus now my finger's messed up, so it's so difficult to try to maneuver it. But I think we got everybody. But okay, that is it then. So then this Wednesday is the wrestling. I know that's a very small group. It's outside of my normal thing, but I like wrestling, so we do it. Friday, we're going to come up with something. I might do RoboCop versus Total Recall. I'm trying to see if that is going to be, and we're doing it my way, the versus way, not just which one do you like better. We're going to break it down with each category. It's going to be very difficult, but if not that, Sean has like a ton of comics he wants to look at. And Clobby, you're always welcome. If it's something you're interested, you could just come in.
I'd be there every day I could, but this week I did commit to be on Dad Man Show talking football.
Okay. Yes, football. That is completely.
I know.
We're
just like I don't watch wrestling. You don't like football. You're better off than I am, but I love in this case it's old football history. I don't like modern crap much anymore. Almost like modern comics. They've ruined football for me about a year or two ago. And, comics way before that. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the thing. I was 50-something years straight. I was fanatical about it as I was anything, and I didn't. It was just a short year or two, about 3 years now ago that they've chased me away from something that I never thought I would leave.
Huh. Well, that's crazy.
So I'm not up to speed on new stuff as much, but I love NFL history as a passion of mine. So.
And I want to. The poll. We had 16 votes. So who behaved the dumbest from the three comics we talked about? Ultra Boy, Dream Girl, Sunboy. Sunboy's got 56%. Ultra Boy's got 25%, and Dream Girl's got 19%.
Wow.
So
if you read that last one, I don't see how you can even. But anyway, that's cool because he had exhaustion. It's like I walk up to you and I beat the shit out of you in your face. Oh man, Jay, look, I'm sorry, dude. I was just tired. It's been a long week, man. Sorry to commit violence upon you and stuff. I hope you're okay, man. Right.
He should have said you only hurt the ones you love. That's what he should have said. That it's like you always hurt the ones you love. That's what it was.
Just a little out of sorts.
It's a bit kooky, yeah. All right, well, thank you everybody in the chat. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Later, Gator.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man.
and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.